disrespected like that, what I called in terms of in general, then you don't get nothing from it. So you may not be, but at the end of the day, the 5 buses of people from Texas, they move in front of your grandchildren. The other Ukrainians, they move in front of your grandchildren or your other children. And then the other group that they did with the Lithuanians, they just signed up almost 100-something EB5 Chinese people that took the land on CHA to put a Chinese school. So in the streets, maybe if I'm talking a male conversation in terms of street conversation, I don't mean no harm to use a sister, but when you act like kings and queens, people respect you. All I'm trying to say, I used a vulgar word, but we ain't acting like kings and queens. We being treated like treat people, dogs in the street. That's what we being treated like.
Well, let me ask you this. Who and what official has not treated us like dogs in the street, sir?
Well, again, if you, I didn't say it had to be color. Blacks doing it to us too. So you asked me, I said I had a problem. It's the same old conversation, whether it be a Jew, Black, Genocide, Protestant, Catholic. They're all doing the same thing. And our children are not going to sit back.
And I understand that, sir. But I'm asking you, which politician, which Negro, which ethnicity have not treated us in that manner?
So you just answered my question. If all them people do that to you all the time, it's called, if you do the same thing over and over, ask for a different thing, it's insanity. So I'm saying, let me change it from the pimp and all the other stuff. If you keep doing the same thing and trying to get a different result, it's insanity. So I'm saying, let me back it up, change it from the H word and all that. Black people in Chicago, where I'm born and raised, 63 years old, with a black president, 8 years in his office, Obama, and all this national black leadership, and all these people, first black president, first black senator, and all this Black Panther Party, Conrad World, and we don't own none, control none. So what I may say to you is, when you are doing that, then we are what I said without you giving a definition. But ain't no other ethnic group let somebody take 150 schools and close and then take the money up to Lincoln Yard and give $98 million of your tax dollars for your children who got a dollar school respect and gave 13 new charter schools. I'll be quiet. 13 new charter schools built over on Pulaski with your dollars and your grandchildren dollars and black contractors involved. So I don't know what you call it. You can give me a definition if I'm wrong. I appreciate it.
Let me ask you this. So what would you suggest? What is your suggestion? What do you have to do?
See, I think you missed my answer. First thing I said, Wanda, was, didn't I say leverage?
Yes.
Yeah, you said leverage.
So let me tell you how to lose leverage. The way you use leverage, you may not never vote Republican, but you sure better make your threat to the people that don't respect you, that if you don't, there's another option. We gave our stuff. So sister, I'm impassioned. Let me bring my boys down. I was in the room with Congressman Danny Davis and all the black powers to be in a room where the question was, what are we going to do? That was 2 weeks before the Black Caucus had their convention. And I brought, by the grace of God, the answers that a black agenda and what we could do. I gave that as a brother, not to be arrogant, but I dropped it. They were lost. Then turn around and go to the Black Political Convention where Dr. Frazier, the head of the New Black Agenda, myself, co-founder, Sister Yah, with the epidemiology and the health, and brought her daughter who shared with them why young black people don't vote. She got a scholarship from the Black Caucus. Her brother, who Blackstone Ranger, who just got out of joint, who's doing his own thing, saying, what's for the experiment? And my buddy with Ice Cube coming, so I'm just visiting. And we came there. We presented a plan to set there. We was the only one with a plan. And then when he left that convention, they tell me the governor of the state of Illinois, who gave $30 million to give immigrants in Elgin to build an immigration centers, to give them $30 million of your tax dollars to create immigration centers. And as Mark Carter says, they're doing the new American citizens, where they done created an apartment to make sure immigrants get more benefits than you. You ain't getting no reparation. And Biden just gave $27 billion to give to the Jews to get reparations, and we ain't get a dime, while the women out of Tulsa are 100 years old begging at the table of Lazarus. So I don't know what the definition, you just tell
me. I see we're silent. Naima, what say you?
I just know I could be wrong, but I was in the room and I watched a bunch of black elected officials say the governor did show up. So if the governor does not show up for a Black Caucus convention with NAACP Urban League trying to figure out what we're going to do for elections, and they got 4 pillars, and he don't come at all, it sends a message that these people got 200-some thousand constituents. I just sent a link out, and he don't come. He would never not go to a Latino caucus convention. Never do that.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so we need to deal with leverage. Okay,
but the leverage is gone now. A little bit now. We got to find another leverage by the grace of God. I just want to say we don't leverage nothing, and we can't get nothing. If somebody get reelected over and over again, and then they don't have to answer you, don't scatter you, they scatter our children, not us. When you call me after the election and I disrespected you, our human nature is what you calling me for. If you say to me, I just sent y'all the list, Sister Wanda, did you get the list I sent you?
You emailed it?
I texted to your phone, I texted to Travis, I gave it to Grady, and then I sent it to Sister Nadia, and then I said, my point is, I showed you the voters turnout that came out to vote. And the number, and we don't care about the ballot, but my point is, if I look at the ballot and Black people not registered and they ain't coming out 60-some thousand, when you call my office, I'm gonna say, you know what? Don't call me no more. And so why would the governor pick our phone up if we voted for him anyway, and we had the lowest turnout usually in the conversation? There's no leverage there. And one thing that we got leverage on, when Pookie and Ray, Junebug and Shalita, the only reason we have an equity and George Floyd conversation, because those children rose up with God put in their spirit to go against the police and power to be, and everybody's having a conversation about marijuana that the young people got locked up for. And George Floyd, equity, and all this is all on the backs of young people, and who they fear is them. We talking about the children instead of using the children like Harold Washington did with Luke Palmer. All the Blackstone Rangers and the projects made that happen on another level. So if you don't have no Black Panther Party to hold no Black elected official, all the Black pastors are in there. They got a bill now where Governor Pritzker, I'm gonna be quiet, but I'm the report card sister, but let me give y'all this spiritual warfare. Governor Pritzker Family Foundation is holding camps for transgenders at a camp out in a camp. For cross-dressing. Let me help you out, Jesus. I said the Pritzker Foundation is holding camps for cross-dressing. The bill he signed back in August that all y'all missed on the front all week because I'm family. No, don't think I'm talking like I'm not. Let me tell you now.
Why is he?
Well, I'm saying to you that Governor people that said that teach Black boys that they're girls.
I can't hear you.
Turn around and then cross-dressing camp for children sponsored by his foundation. Now you can opt out, but saying to you, all that went down. That ain't our culture. That ain't what we do. We ain't anti nobody gay, lesbian. I got friends like that. I hug Black people sometimes because they my people. But my point is, they're moving all this satanic different things. And again, I'm just saying, when you force it on children should be there getting education, not talking about gender. I sent my grandbaby, I tell her what her gender is in sexual education. I don't need you to tell her which washroom to pee in. What you doing? Give her some math and science and some STEM, not what she's. If you start talking about where the washroom is, you got to talk about her. And I haven't authorized you to do that with my grandma. I told my daughter, you better cease and desist that conversation with them people. So I'm just the report. I'm just the messenger, and I love everybody.
Okay, if you look to the left, you all can see the screen.
Okay, let me see it.
This is the information Reedman is reporting. These are the total number of voters registered versus the total number of people that came out. So in the 12th precinct, you can see South Shore, there's 1,164 people registered, 374 came out. etc. 15th Ward, 1,809 registered, 604 came out. 1,100 in the 16th Ward, 1,135 registered, 280 came out. Ah, see, I was in the that's the 16th precinct. 17th precinct, 600. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So is that why he was saying that he was going to do better?
Reven, is that why you're saying you're going to do better?
No, that's
who's going to do better?
No, Prisoner. He said that he was going to do better.
Oh, probably.
No. Pritzker is saying with his staff, who I know, so I can get anybody in the room, white, black, Chinese, Mexican, everybody ain't got that power, but I can get in the room. But that's not the brag, but I'm saying to you, when Pritzker people look at the count, they say, oh, let me see what happened over in the wood. What happened over the O Block? What happened to Hunters? What happened over in K-Town? What happened in Lawndale, Inglewood? Oh, them Negroes ain't coming out. Don't y'all answer they call.
Okay,
That's how it goes. That's the game. Ain't no other thing to talk about.
So what is your position, sir? What is your position is to get this information out among people to wake them up? Seems as though we as Black people have been sleeping or eyes closed, or we not getting what's actually going on in the state of Illinois. Mm-hmm. Well, so let me
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead.
Well, let me say this, sister. And I don't know who you are, and I've probably seen those. So, and this is not me bragging. I spent 40 years of my life researching every Black agenda since 1800 on Black people. I spent the 40 of that listening to WLS. But my point to you is, I've been the #1 trumpet blower, warn my sheep. So I am the information research network express. I don't talk about nothing without solution. Don't talk about nothing we ain't gonna solve. But I go around this city for 40 years with bags of information, giving out information, warning my people that the Jews, what they call the British are coming. And for 40 years, people have not listened to me, understanding. So I'd love to her to give you my number. There's a book called the National Black Agenda Consortium, which I was the organizer of all these people to put together a Black agenda. So I have been doing this all my life, going to 2,000 meetings every year to give this information on our children, why we should leverage. So I've been taught by the #1 brother, Wanda Carter's, rest in peace, Morgan Carter, the #1 conversation starter. I am his protege son, living live, making it happen. Tell it, and tell it like it is.
All right, Reven. Giving honor to my husband. I appreciate that. Okay. So that's
you can't give up my #1 at some point, Sister. So I'm a little passionate because what happened the election last night, we gave away our ancestors, Harriet Tubman. We gave them a freebie, and Wakanda is coming out in 2 days. Oh, Lord, I'm so hurt.
I know that's right. But let me ask you this, too. So what about our leaders, our supposedly leaders who's supposed to be spokespersons for Black people and Black people agenda? So that I'm meaning our aldermen, our state reps, our congressmen. So enlighten me a little about that, their position.
And after he answers your question, Rose, we'll go to Naima. She's got a hand up. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Real quick. The Black Caucus met with our team led by Dr. Gail Frazier, Craig Wembley, a Cole group. We picked Sister Cecile, some of the best educators in Chicago. We've been together about 10 years, and we took the history that I looked at, every Black agenda 800, and we created a document. We didn't reinvent the wheel. We put new sports from the Gary, Indiana, to the Million Man March Urban League, and we've talked to them and showed them we got an agenda. I've been all through this city saying there's a National Black Agenda Consortium that's being set by the HBCU, all the Pan-African people, the brothers in St. Louis, the Black Caucus, the elected officials. out of DC, not the caucus, but the political policy group. We got letters, and we've been a proof of concept that we have some don't belong us, belong to people. And I blow the horn. And the Black Caucus City Hall, everybody knows about it. So nobody's receiving and respecting. And there's no Black agenda. They're looking for Ice Cube, and I'm on 79th Street.
Come on, boy. Come on.
I know that.
Naima.
Go ahead.
You're a mess. I'm sorry, Rose.
Yeah, I think somebody asked earlier, and good evening, everybody.
Yeah, Naima, go right on.
Yes, I think someone said earlier they wanted to know what it is we can do to energize young people and get them more involved and more believing in the political process. But change happens very slow in the political process when it comes to your elected officials doing things. And what we tend to do is we put somebody in office and then we sit back and wait for them to do everything, like one person can fix everything or one person's legislation is going to magically transform the world. And that's really not how change happens. I believe if we did more organizing independently, regardless of who's in office, and did things that young people could see results, they would be more enthusiastic. And Reba is participating in a program that I think is very effective with the construction workers and organizing young people for building projects and things like that, where they're learning skills, they're working on real estate projects and actually manifesting some things. I think all of the things that we see happening around the city that independent groups are doing, the urban farming projects that have been very successful. And, you know, many of the entrepreneurial efforts that are happening, getting people into businesses and enterprises and all of that. And whether it's the arts, music, construction, whatever it is that we organize and create the structures to help to make things happen, regardless of who's in office, that's what young people need to see happening on a consistent basis. Because we put a lot of hopes in somebody we put in office, and then after 4 years, you know, the world hasn't changed. Young people are like, wait, I did all that, and you know, I'm still broke, still struggling. You know, what difference does it make? So that's what they're seeing. Amen. But the things that we do that don't have anything to do with who's in office, that we control, we need more of that, and encouraging more of that, and supporting more of that. And it is being successful. It is actually making a difference, and it is changing lives. And those are the things that young people can feel empowered by. Putting somebody in office, even when they pass legislation, and say, for example, LaShawn Ford, you know, he's probably one of the best legislators in terms of passing laws. But even the legislation that he passes, it still takes a while for it to take effect, for behavior to change, for us to see the difference. And in the time that these things happen, young people get frustrated and they start feeling like, you know, why bother? Let me just go and smoke my weed and zone out, because nothing's getting better. So we have to engage them and involve them in things that they can put in place right now, even while we get them involved in voting and even running for office. But they still need to see some day-to-day changes that they can make happen. And it's got to be above and beyond an elected official.
Well, let me add to that right quick. I work with the young people, and Sister Ya's daughter came and explained it well. I went to college. The Black Caucus gave me a scholarship. I'm a teacher. I owe a whole lot of money. I need help from the elders. Y'all not helping me. And this is why they don't respect us. We allowed all them immigrants to come here and go before our ancestors who fought and died for us to have a right for reparation, and everybody getting reparation. So they don't even see us fighting respectfully for what we are, for them to get their due. We want them to come get us some votes to win something, when we're allowing all these people get in front of them, and they see it, and they see white people disrespect us. They see other groups disrespect us. Those children are rebellion from God. We're not finna sit here and be disrespected and then say, wait, and wait, and wait. Martin Luther King got shot. Malcolm X gone. All Mega ever shot. 16 shots on the cover up. My niece Rakia Boyd. Sandra Bland. The sister got that was naked and in Chicago. No knock warrants. All these things are going on. And I try to say, is anybody going to say something for us? And when the children clown, we beat them up. When they do right, they're not going to fight. They're not going to follow no weak, powerless people who say they love God and God wiping out everybody controlling the community, Arabs and everybody. So we have to do something that we fight for them, with them, and show them that we can win. But we can't keep losing and have somebody come to a gunfight with a knife.
Okay, so what we doing? What we doing?
Well, that's another. Well, I always say one is always a cause. So I give them my number. Let's sit down and have a conversation. Because we started going like we winning, we're losing, and that's like the children. Like she brought her daughter to tell them people in the room, all the politicians. Because I feel like it's hopeless, but my mama got my back. Y'all sent me to college to get some bills, and y'all gave me a scholarship. This ain't working.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I could bring all my stuff because they pull it.
Well, my point is, let's let them talk to. Let me tell you something. They find all middle-class black women from CPS that taught children when they told the children to go to school. They found over almost 3,000, 4,000 black teachers that's unemployed, and they had to sue them, and then they get back and get $5. So if education is important, how you fire all the black teachers with PhD? That don't make sense to me, and I'm a teacher myself. I'm in the Chicago public school, but how you fire the middle class? Understand this, black women doing $1 trillion building buying power. Y'all the third largest spender in the world, and y'all vote most often with a black sister that was in the White House, another one back in the White House, and we begging at the table for leverage. We not leveraging, that's my point. It ain't to talk about y'all sisters, but if y'all wake up tomorrow and say, we ain't doing nothing, police don't shoot nobody, everybody start to behave, and black men gonna go in the room and say, man, my woman don't want to talk to me, I can't see my, we gonna behave. Y'all control the power. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. The hand that rocks the cradle. Y'all put y'all breasts in white baby's mouth. Do you hear me? Do you know your legacy?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I hear you. But
and when y'all sick and tired, don't nothing move. Too much moving around here for y'all to be pissed off. Something ain't right.
Well, I think that.
Thank you for that tribute.
That's the power of the black. I'm Geraldine's son. I know what my mama did. When she wasn't happy, the whole block was crying.
All right, Reba, we got that.
I'm sorry. Let me be quiet. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you. No problem. Margot, what say you about the election results and what we might do to enhance them for the next upcoming February election?
Hey, Reven, I just want to say, just keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And keep on saying it the way you say it. And then we have to, those who have not arrived, we have to begin a process of making this thing happen. And you're absolutely right. It's going to take the sisters to come up and rise, because every last one of them babies came up out of our womb. And when the womb cries, babies die. So we definitely have to begin to do something in the process of getting these people to the point that we should start now. I heard a white group that said did 5 Grammys. And they asked him, why are you so successful? And he said, just because we got 5 behind us, we need to get 5 ahead. So we never stop. We're in the studio. The day after we received our awards, we went back to work. So we can't stop. We got to keep going.
Right.
Okay.
So what's next, folks? I mean, I can show you the election results. We're seeing them all day today. So, like Reven said, what's the next step? What steps do we want to put in place to bring about the changes that Naima spoke about, that Reven spoke about, that you spoke about, Rose? And definitely,
I I think we need to really take a look at those numbers and really, really, really take a look at the numbers and really do some work if we're going to do anything. We need to get inside of our communities, if nothing else, but take block by block and ask if they even voted, even if they live in the area, because it's people that live in our areas that don't vote in our areas. They vote someplace else because their address and their children are in different schools throughout this city. So I just think that the head count's not accurate.
Here are the results from the communities throughout the city that Reven submitted. I'll put this in the chat, and then you can do your own investigation and see if you can enhance this or whatever. But I'll do that, okay?
I think we have to go back to school and teach our people about leverage. And I think we do talk about economics, because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So when Reeve talked about women having the power, absolutely. So like I said, we need to get together as a whole womb mothers. And it's a lot of discussion need to be discussed. And we need to start teaching and training our children at an early age about leverage and how we use it. How we use it, not to lose it.
All right.
Well, Wanda, there is a project, and I need to probably talk to you after the show.
Okay.
That we're doing. I know I emailed about you, but I haven't emailed it to you, but I haven't had a chance to call you.
Okay.
Follow up, because things do start with the way we raise our children, and once we teach them in a way that empowers them, then we'll see a change.
Right. I'm sure that's correct. The
curriculums in the schools need to be changed.
Absolutely.
The curriculum in the school, but they're not going to do that when it's educating our people on how
That's why we have to do it. We have to be the teachers. We have the power to teach at home. We saw that with the pandemic. You know, a lot of people realize, wait a minute, what I'm teaching, I know my child is going to learn something that's relevant to their lives. What they learn in school is nonsense half the time. So, you know, why am I sending them there?
I remember we had the topographical center. So it taught us a lot about, you know, so those things need to come back to play. And, and that will give us leverage.
Yeah,
we'll teach children how to think.
So let me share with you ladies, that's what's happening on, and I can't get the flyer to get to one. It won't do it on my phone. But Sister Victoria, back in March, it was Women's Month. For 20 years, I've been trying to get Black women to look at the movie Pray the Devil Back to Hell. 20 years.
Pray the Devil Back to Hell?
Yes, it's the the women in Liberia, when the dictator was giving guns to the babies, shooting and raping all the women and pillaging the women, and he was a dictatorship. He's a Black guy, but it's all symbolic to what's happening. The Black women got sick and tired. They got with the Muslim women and the Islamic women and the Christian women, they put on all white, and then they said, we going to die to change this. They went and shut down government, registered 1,000 Black women, and they went and prayed on the dictator's house, and they got death threats to the point that they shut down the government. They went and did enough praying they voted him out. The Black boys gave up the guns, and a Black woman was elected the first Black woman in Liberia. Pray the devil back to hell. There's a Black sister that's giving step by step, blow by blow. I've been begging and on my knees asking Black women to take a look at what happened with a victorious situation in Liberia and look at it and use and see what do God show y'all in Chicago that can be a model. It's a victory. I emailed it, texted Sister Cecile. We wrote it up, passed it out. So lo and behold, March, Women's Month, I got Craig Wimley and myself. We bought 100 carnations for Black women to meet at the theater. Dr. Vessel on the west side, the only faith-based family council on the west side, like my mother, paid $500 for the room. Dr. Fraser gave $100 and brought over 60, 70 women to see this movie and watch the movie and pray to death, go back to hell. They were supposed to leave that meeting and get together and break up in groups to study what would God do here in Chicago. Since then, those women have not gotten, they talked 3 times on prayer and have not gotten together around that God gave me to give those women, and bought 100 carnation to love. And then Brother Shaka, who's with the Marcus Garvey, went and serenaded the women on the Marcus Garvey, how proud Black women are, how proud we are of y'all. All that in humble spirit and honor of my mama and my grandmama and the ancestors, and Mamie Till Mobley, who I used to talk to 3 times a week, like I talk to y'all. And then we get in here, and now the Wakanda movie came out. Remember what I'm going to talk to y'all. Give me a minute. I want to talk to you about how powerful the Black woman is. She's not using leverage. In Wakanda movie, the first movie, he asked his daddy when he went back to spiritual realm, Dad, well, who do I go get to work with me? He said, find somebody you can trust. He went and got the Black women. Y'all don't hear me.
Yes, we do. We hear you. We hear you.
The women from Pray to Death, the women got on white. They pledged to die. And they didn't do no Spike Lee stupid stuff. Don't give no men no sex. Women ain't do. They play hostage with our children. It's a spiritual realm where you ask Black men, if y'all don't sit down, come together, you can't see your children, can't have no sex. It ain't no plaything. It's real.
Right.
So
You're right.
Flager made a mockery of that conversation about some women not giving up sex. We ain't playing with this thing. Now fast forward. Here come Wakan. Here come, watch this, y'all. Y'all got to hear me, Lord. It's in my spirit. God came back and gave y'all woman king. Now, I don't want to get into what it is, it was, hey, who did what. I want to look at what God got Black women to get to do. She called the women and said, listen, this is what we finna do, sister. We got to handle this business. Now, all of you who ain't married or want children, now, this ain't for y'all. We going to die. Forever it is. They got trained by the Black men to be the best warriors, and they went to kill them people. They were clowning. I want to talk about when Black women training to protect the village and kill till they Black men get back. That's where you got to be, and then leverage that money. Then who would thought God would come with Wakanda too? I ain't seen the new Wakanda, but I guarantee you, when you go, the women gonna be doing the business. God has already ordained the Black woman to take the helm of the rightful place till I go get these crazy Black men together. Why don't y'all help me? Help us.
All right, we willing. We willing.
So Reuben is referring to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who is the first female president of Liberia. And yeah, that was definitely, she came to Chicago. I don't know, Reuben, if you were there when she spoke at the DuSable Museum. I'm sure I got the video of that. But she spoke about, she spoke about what the women did and how they organized and got death threats and all of that, but they were determined and they put her in office. And yes, it was definitely a spiritual movement. And I think it's doable everywhere we go. Not only putting the right people in office, but putting our money together and creating things. I think we have the power to create ways that we can take care of ourselves. What do our people need? We need food. We can find ways of growing our own food. We can find our ways of manufacturing our own clothing. We have all the skills that we need. It's just a matter of collective work and responsibility, and all of it's possible. So we can work in concert with putting the right people in office. Now we got the mayor's race coming up and a lot of people that are running, and the governor just said he's staying out of it. He's not endorsing nobody, which means he's not endorsing the incumbent, which is kind of different. You know, usually that's what the governor does. So that says something right there.
Hold on, Sister Naima. That's called smoke and mirror.
Okay.
That's called smoke. Now understand this. Let me give it to you straight.
Somebody asked if he endorsing Chewy. And he said, well, I'm staying out of the race.
I said he can't give all Latinos everything and not support. Chewy is the one made him get a message of the Latino stuff. So it's smoke and mirror. Y'all hear me now? Lori's wife is Jewish.
That's right.
Jessica is Jewish. Jewish people stick together. He ain't messing with her. He messing with her wife. Talk to me.
Come on, now. All right.
Well, he got to speak out of both sides of his mouth so he can get benefits from everybody that's running.
He don't come to the black politics. We're getting played. I'm saying, don't believe that he is a Jewish man trying to run president. Lori's wife is one of the richest Jewish women probably in the game. He ain't talking to Lori, but he talking to a wife. You better hear me.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna be
in the honor of Black Web Evans, rest in peace. I'm the ambassador to speak for him. Jews take care of Jews. Chinese take care of Chinese. Mexicans take care of Chinese.
It's like he just had this conversation.
Black people. Let me do this and not closing but opening. Ladies, get your pen. I'm finna give you what you can do. By the grace of God, Sister Victoria, Minister Victoria, that works with Brother Sats Preacher. She's ABJ Center. She now has a church that she works out her youth program. She used to be South Shore on November 12th, Saturday. Coming up. Y'all want some answers? And so the church is right there. The address, stay with me because I couldn't get the flyer to you. 125 East 26th Street. And that's right at Michigan, the corner of Michigan, right from Mercy Hospital. 120 parking lot in the back. And it's called Civic Arts Center in collaboration with Chicago Peace Initiative. And they're going to be showing the film. Doors open at 11 o'clock. I got to get you the flyer later, Sister Wanda.
All right. Okay.
And the movie starts at 12. And they're going to be showing the movie, Pray the Devil Back to Hell. And Sister, they're leading. That's going to be this Saturday. I'm going to give y'all her number. So, and if she calls, too bad. I gave it to you.
All right.
773-209-4586. 773-209-4586. Sister Victoria. And she's minister. And she's going to be bringing the women back again to follow up. And I've had the conversation I have with y'all. I want y'all to know that's something we can do right now. But don't y'all ever believe that JB ain't talking to another Jewish husband. Oh, yeah, talk to myself. You want to say she the husband. But her wife.
I hear you. I hear you.
Lori Lightfoot in her marriage, she's the man, she say, and her wife is the Jewish lady. So JB may not talk to Lori, but he ain't turned his back on his Jewish counterpart. Y'all better hear me now.
Exactly.
All right, sir.
Chewy went to Congress and made them sign bills for the Latino community. Don't get it twisted. Chewy's trying to run or not run. He making JB sign off on everything with Mexico. Talk about he ain't talking endorsing no Chewy. He got no choice if he want to go to the White House. Y'all better hear me good.
Come on now. Come on.
This game recognized game. Oh.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about.
It's talking to everybody but us. It's a bait and switch smoke screen going on here.
I'll send you all an email when this is over. With
the flyer to you.
Yeah.
But everybody's talking in the back room. Now again, they wiped out massive amount of people, 150, tore out 150 buildings of housing projects, CHA, and scattered them throughout the city like a tree with no water. Come back. We fight for Section 3. Talk to me, Naima. For Section 3, you've been following the contractors. Section 3 of HUD means black people for these. We fight for contracts. And they go and move Michael Scott Jr. and put him, he resigned, go with Center Space Studio, who ain't hiring blacks in film, and then put him on the board to pass the vote to give CHA property where black people fought, died, and lived to Koreans and Chinese people, I don't know what it is, to build their own school on black people's CHA property and close on 50. Can't y'all see God ain't gonna work with us if we keep letting our children get wiped out?
You're right. You're right. We gotta protect the babies. That's for sure.
And then
without a doubt.
So why they go downtown? You can't close Ford City, River Oaks, and close all the stores on the south side and think the babies ain't going downtown.
You're right.
That's what's left.
Yeah.
What's left?
I'm sorry, not River Oaks. Evergreen Plaza was Black Plaza. Forest City was Black Forest City. You close both of them down, the children go down there to get a bag from Macy's. That's a legit bag, not a fake bag. Them children ain't crazy. We ain't finna get no bootleg stuff. We going to get the gold, baby. We going to get the gold.
That's right.
I don't support it, but I'm clear. They clear. Then I'm gonna say this, y'all gotta hear me. We argue, y'all black children so scared to go over there on the other side mess with white people. All y'all do is rob black people. Y'all scared of white people. Don't go downtown. So the children rise up with a rebellious spirit
Going downtown.
and go downtown and don't must us and ride. And guess what, the black people? Why y'all messing with the white people? Y'all tell them crazy. Y'all
we made the statement and sent them there.
And the children like, y'all told us y'all we wouldn't, y'all dad us we went down there. Now you're mad. So now if I come back and rob you, you're gonna be upset.
That's right. That's right. You know it. You know it. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Can you give me the name of that movie? Can you give me the name of that film again, please?
Pray the devil back to hell.
You can Google it. Pray the devil back to hell. They got. I didn't know she was. If I knew she was at DuSable, I'd have went in there and shut the thing down, jumped on the stage, and washed her feet. That's what I did. You had to drag me out of there, sister. I ain't no freaky man, but I laid the table down. That's some Geraldine gangster you on, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a powerful address. It was, and she did say that those women were determined, even if their husbands were threatening to leave them if they voted for her and all that stuff. But the women stuck together and they put her in office.
That's what we got to do, y'all. We got to do.
And there's new sisters on the phone. Let me give you what y'all need to do. The first thing black women need to do in honor of God and a sister. You got 3 black women in this city control the jail, the justice system, and the police.
Right.
2 of them don't get along with the mayor, and they are not talking to each other. So if you black women want some redemption with God, Mary, and the Holy Ghost, you go down and tell them 3 sisters, let me tell you something, women, just like you tell your man, you can get up out here with that crazy talk. You sisters better sit down and have a conversation. If not, y'all can't come to work tomorrow. We shutting everything down. We gonna pray the devil back to hell. Y'all can't be here, black women. We ain't got child care. We ain't got education. Girls get with 100 women in buildings with their organs gone, and you 3 sisters having a peeing contest like some men. Y'all got 24 hours before we come back down here to shut everything down. Why are y'all giving them a pass and don't put that pressure on black men, but not on 3 sisters that close the jail, the justice system, and the police? All of them killing your babies. Talk to me.
Come on now.
I agree. That's true.
Come on now.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
So should we invite them to the show and ask them some questions?
No.
Yeah, I don't like that. How they wash their dirty laundry, out in public. So it's like we might agree to disagree, but some things should be done behind closed door and not made public. So that means that if we are fueling, would nobody else know but us? And that's about black people, period.
Sister, that's a good one, but understand this. We got in this trouble because everybody cutting backroom deals.
Well, what I think if you have something, if you have something specifically that you want them to get done, then it's okay to have them talk about it on the show. We say, we'd like to know what would be the procedure of getting X, Y, Z done.
Let me come to y'all right now. Don't bring no women on this show. Take y'all behind down to them office and talk to them sisters. Put the letter on the desk, give them ultimatum. This ain't about no show.
Right.
COVID is over. We on the call. This ain't no COVID call. Get y'all behind down with your man and talk to them women. There's nobody. Now, like Tupac said, we knocked on the door. Can we get something to eat? We knocked on the door. Can we get something? Came back that day. Can we get a little more something to eat? He said no. So now when Tupac them kicked the door with them guns, stealing everything, we want all the food. Now you're mad. This ain't no time for no discussion with no sisters. It's time to go down. When that girl said Anita Alvarez, that not Anita, but the girl that when they bust in the house with no warning, and she was butt naked like on a slave auction.
Yeah.
And Jeanette Young.
Jeanette Young, and y'all black women gave her a lawyer saying, I didn't know, then say I did know, and then held up her lawsuit. Y'all gonna give her a pass? Y'all better, no, we ain't finna do that. Y'all they want enough time to talk. And I don't need to talk to them on Facebook. You can go in the office, go in the back of the office, but ain't nobody talking on the phone to no women. Go down there for, like y'all do, y'all black men, with your head moving and your head hip on your head. You better, what?
Oh my. Do they do it like that, brother?
No. That's all the women I know. And me and my buddy say she started moving that finger, putting her hand on him. Man, you better move around, man. Somebody can get hurt. When a woman, R. Kelly said, R. Kelly, I want to use him, but he do got some truth. When a woman fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So you sound like my son.
So I'm just saying, sister, it's time out for talking.
Yeah. Okay.
The women sat there, say, ain't nobody coming but us. So all you women, we going down here. We can't do nothing but that. They raping us now, killing us. We gonna sit down, our brother. The women and the men on the slave ship. I'd rather jump and kill myself than to be a slave. Where's them people at right now? And y'all the strongest of the strongest, because all of us who survived the transatlantic slave trade, we're the strongest that ever lived. And all the people died. Y'all keep talking about everybody died to vote. Well, why the hell they enforcing Black history in the school, the LGBTQ, and then the governor now got teaching girls as boys and boys as girls. Y'all better, man, please, God ain't pleased with this one here. And we the teachers and we got dominion. So I ain't gonna keep going, but I'm telling you, that's on my heart. I know that God gave me that 20 years. I know that I've been telling, but quit acting like I ain't gave you the Black agenda by the grace of God and an answer. And every time I've done this for 20 years, Wanda, no, I don't talk without sense. It seems like everybody listen to me like I'm some practical joker. I'm 63 now. I'm the elder. You either listen or move around. I ain't watered down for nobody. I ain't tiptoeing. I ain't bought and paid for. Don't nobody own me. Nobody control me. I'm consistent. I don't lie, bite, and steal. I'm trying to help Black people. I'm tired of people disrespecting what God didn't give me. I don't have time to keep playing.
Come on now, brother. We appreciate you sharing that information.
Nobody ever gave me a dime for this work. I've been putting this work, and I ain't asking for no pity pat party, but I improve a concept. Come on now. God's talking through me to talk to y'all, from my mama to talk to Black women, and Black women is denying the God in me. I ain't perfect and I ain't holy, but damn sure know God gave me this for women, because I'm so tired of y'all. I'm tired.
All right. Well, you got 4 powerful Black women on this line right now, and we gonna get together and move and shake. How about that?
Shake.
Move and shake.
And I didn't even get to acknowledge Reverend Jill Jackson is on the line from Texas. Now you know we got the Texas power here.
Right. Hello, everyone. Power. Good evening. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm well. I enjoyed that brother.
Yes, that brother talking.
It's time out for them back girls. Oh yeah,
powerful.
Oh yeah,
and
that's what we need.
And Reven, she's shaking and moving in Texas. This sister here, this is Dr. Reverend Jill Jackson. So hey, we got 4 powerful women on this line. We can do some shaking and moving. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. We're going to have to put a plan together, ladies. This brother's calling us to task. And, Brian, you ain't said nothing, but I know you here. Are you still there, Brian?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What you got to say about this election?
I'm kind of disappointed. In a way. I mean, the Democrats, they ran the table statewide, but nationwide, they didn't do as well as I would have liked.
Okay.
Like, Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock is going to a runoff.
Okay. You agree with what Reven was saying that he thinks we need to do?
Well, the younger people need to get educated about politics, and the curriculum needs to be changed. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so we know we got our assignments, and in each of our own ways, we will begin to do what we can to move this situation forward. Naima, you said we need to talk afterwards. Let's talk afterwards. Jill, thanks for calling in. Rose, you know your input was so valuable this evening. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Reven, thank you as usual.
You know what?
Coming with your report.
Sister Wanda, let me tell the sisters, I love y'all. This is my passion. And I live my life for Black people and Black children. So I'm not just talking to be talking. And I appreciate y'all receiving, allow me to give my heart, because it lets it get out of me so I can fight a little more. And thank y'all so much. And brother, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.